Hello guys, LEGO Master Reviews here, and today I'll be showcasing my custom LEGO minifigures from Deadpool and Wolverine. This movie was absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. I loved it from start to finish. The comedy was just hilarious, the action was incredible, and I genuinely love this movie, and this is by far my favorite movie of the year, and definitely the best Marvel movie since Spider-Man No Way Home. But this will be a spoiler showcase, but I'll be doing my spoiler customs towards the latter half of this video. So I'll do the non-spoiler ones first, and I'll warn you when I go into the spoiler ones. So without further ado, let's jump right on into this video. And here we have the man himself, Deadpool, and the suit basically in the movie is not that different. It's a bit more like vibrant in the red, and there's a bit like gold accents here and there, but for the most part it is basically just the same Deadpool suit. And what I recommend doing is just getting the Deadpool minifigure. Honestly, Lego's not gonna make another one. If they do, it's gonna be from years from now. So honestly, it's just going out and buying the Deadpool minifigures. It's gonna be a long time before Lego decides to make him again. But what I did here is just grab the Deadpool minifigure. Everything on him is the exact same, but I did add these dual molded arms from Mr. Incredible, just add a little bit more detail. And also, you could probably put the burnt Anakin face on there and put the Spider-Man mask on top. I'm using the Spider-Man mask on another character here, so I didn't decide to do that. But yeah, this is just the Deadpool minifigure with some dual molded arms to kind of just upgrade him a little bit. And I did give him some different guns that the actual minifigure comes with. And I believe they came on Falcon back in the day. So I really love this minifigure. The Deadpool minifigure is definitely worth getting. I know it's expensive, but it's going to be a long time before Lego makes another one. So definitely go ahead and get the Deadpool minifigure and upgrade him with these Mr. Incredible arms. But that's all I really did here, and I think it looks pretty great. And next up is the GOAT Wolverine, and he was just incredible seeing this movie. It was so cool to see Hugh Jackman finally the classic comic suit. And this minifigure is just the exact 2012 Wolverine minifigure that came in the same set as Deadpool. I just think it's the most accurate to the movie, and I was going to use the arms from Rex Danger Vest because they do have a really nice detailing that matches the movie, but the yellows are very different. You can see that they just it's not as much on camera, but they are a different shade of yellow, and they just didn't look that good on him. So I just ended up just using the sleeves that he actually had. But one thing I do recommend doing is just grabbing this mask piece from the Wolverine mech, and I say Wolverine mech because the other mask, the CMF one, are different shades of yellow as well, and this shade of yellow matches the this minifigure more. So you can see we just put that cowl on, and he looks really sick there with that, and just really love the look of this. Wolverine was so cool in this movie, and it's just so good to see Hugh Jackman in the classic comic suit. Next up is Dogpool, who was absolutely adorable in this movie, but also disgusting at the same time. I don't know how she was both, but she just was. And you can see here that the dog is from the CMF Series 19 Dog Sitter minifigure. It's obviously not perfect, the colors don't match, and it's obviously a different dog breed and stuff, but I think as far as Lego dogs go, this one is pretty close, especially with the face there, kind of the different gray colors and stuff. And then the mask piece is obviously from Spider-Man from the Far From Home sets that released in 2019, and I'm just really happy how this looks. Obviously, no, it's not perfect, but I think it gets the point across that it's supposed to be Dogpool, and she looks great next to the other Deadpool and Wolverine minifigures. Next up is Mr. Paradox, and for him I got the legs from James Bond, and that torso is from a news reporter from the Daily Bugle. Said that hairpiece is also from that same news reporter. Then I got that face from Bilbo Baggins. I think it just kind of has that unamused face, so I thought that kind of worked pretty well. And then I gave him this kind of printed tile piece here that kind of looks like a Tim pad. So overall, definitely not my best or favorite custom in the showcase, but I think it is pretty accurate to how we see him in the movie, and overall I'm pretty happy with this custom. Next up is Cassandra Nova, and she was a pretty interesting villain in the movie. Some of the powers she had were also kind of interesting the way she used them, but for her I got the legs from the Flashback Garmadon minifigure, and that torso is from Indoor Leia. I thought the color scheme just kind of worked with those legs and torso. And then that head is from Marion Ravenwood from the Lego Indiana Jones set. Obviously it's not the most sinister looking face, but I did think it kind of worked for her character. And then when you flip it around, there is a face on the back, so definitely not perfect, but I think it does kind of fit her look in the movie. And while it's definitely not my best minifigure of the showcase, I still think she looks pretty good. Next up is Pyro, and while I didn't have the biggest role in the movie, I did think his suit was kind of interesting, so I wanted to make it in Lego, and I think it turned out actually really good. You can see that the legs are from Wild Style from the Lego Movie 2. That torso is from Mad Eye Moody from the Harry Potter CMF series. And then I gave him some dark brown arms with some light brown gloves there, and I gave him a fire accessory as well. Then I got that headphone piece from Star-Lord from the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special Advent Calendar. That head is from Indiana Jones, and I got that hair piece from the Lego BTS set. And overall, I think this the head and hair just look a lot like the actor, and the suit itself also just looks really accurate to the movie, and I think the flame is a really nice touch. So I'm just very happy how this custom looks. And while while he definitely wasn't my favorite character in the movie, I think the custom here looks amazing. I also forgot to mention that the headphones around his neck are not actually supposed to be headphones. They're supposed to be the goggles that he wore throughout the movie, so I apologize for the confusion. But now I will be moving into the spoiler section of my video, so please, if you have not watched the movie yet, click away, because trust me, you do not want to be spoiled. There's so many surprises in this movie, and I would hate to ruin it for you, so please click away now. And if you did watch the video to this point, I do appreciate you, and I really appreciate that you checked this video out to this point. But now we're going to move on to the spoiler customs. The first spoiler custom here is obviously Chris Evans back as the Human Torch. It was just so cool to see Chris Evans back in a Marvel movie. It felt so right, and the role he had here was hilarious. Some of the things he said and obviously what happened to him was just so funny. But for him, I got the legs from Captain Carter, because I did notice that he kind of had like the Captain America boots on, and like the pants also kind of looked like Captain America. Obviously, you know, he obviously played Captain America and like the Human Torch, so it might have just been an Easter egg to that, but I did notice that. And I got the legs from Captain Carter here. They're just the most detailed like Captain America like legs, so I thought that worked really well. Then the torsos from Bard the Bowman from the Hobbit sets, and you can see it's flipped around though. I think like that brown belt there, as well as some of like the line details, work really well. And then the arms and hands are also from the Bard the Bowman minifigure. That head is from Captain America from Avengers and Infinity War, and I think it looks really accurate to how he looked in the movie. It just looks a lot like Chris Evans, and like the beard there just really sells it. And then I got that hair from Buzz Lightyear from the Lightyear sets, who's also voiced by Chris Evans, so kind of ironic there, but I think it looks really great. And you can also give him like a flame accessory if you wanted to, and I also have a few other ways you can make this custom. The second way you can make this minifigure is by adding the like kind of like cape slash poncho piece in the hood from the Spectre minifigure from CMF Series 14. I think it looks really great for like the first time we see him. Obviously, you know, he's like kind of like facing backwards, and you're supposed to think he's Captain America, so I think that works really well. And there's also another way you can make him, and I can confidently say that this way to make him is definitely the most accurate. Next up is Nice Pull, and this is an absolutely hilarious variant of Deadpool in the movie. Some of the things that just happened to him in the movie are just so funny. But for him, I got the legs from Darth Malak from the R2-D2 set. The torsos from Shang-Chi flipped around, and I gave him some black arms with red hands. Then that head is from Indiana Jones, but I gave him the smiling face just to make him look a little bit different from Pyro, and I think that just looks a lot like Ryan Reynolds as well. Then that hair is from Thor from the Thor Love and Thunder sets, and it's the Qui-Gon Jinn hairpiece in like kind of like a tan color. And I do think the brown like Qui-Gon Jinn hairpiece could also work pretty well here, but if you do have the tan one, definitely use that. It's more accurate to the movie in my opinion. And then I also gave him these like kind of like two like they're supposed to be guns, they're supposed to be like his like golden desert eagles, but obviously, you know, they're not the most accurate piece to use, but there was the only thing I had that kind of resembled like a gold gun, and you can also give those to the actual Deadpool variant as well. So overall, really happy with this custom. It looks really funny and just really good next to Dogpool. But if you want to take this custom one step further and make him super accurate, you can just take off the head. Next up is Jennifer Gardner's Elektra from the Daredevil movie, as well as the Elektra movie, which I guarantee 99% of you watching haven't seen. But for her, I got the legs from the Moff Gideon minifigure from The Mandalorian Season 3. That torso is from Hawkeye from the Marvel CMF Series 2. And the arms are from Wanda from the Marvel CMF Series 1. But I put some light nougat hands in her to match the top section of the arms. Then I give her the face from Padme from the Attack of the Clones gunship set that came out in 2013, I believe. That hair piece is from Pam from the Office set. I think works pretty well there. Then I give her some size. I believe they're called size, but they're from the Death Dealer from the Shang-Chi sets. But overall, really great custom and a really cool character to see in the movie. Next up is X-23, who was unfortunately put in like the final trailer of this movie. I'm not quite sure why they did that, but I still put her in the spoiler section because some people might have been avoiding like the final trailers, and like I did also kind of give her a spoiler like accessory. So without further ado, I got the legs from Will Byers, and I got that torso from Zia Rodriguez from the Jurassic World Dominion sets. Those arms are from Ethan Hunt, and I put some black hands in there to kind of represent the gloves. I give her one claw piece, even though she does have like two claws. There's not like a piece that even looks like that. I didn't want to like ruin a Wolverine claw piece, so I think the normal Wolverine one works good enough here. Then I give her Juggernaut's severed head, and I got the head from Ryan Howard from the Office set, just because it kind of resembled the actor that played him. It wasn't the original actor from I believe he showed up in X3 if I'm not mistaken, but it wasn't that actor, it was a new actor, so I just got that head from like Ryan Howard. Then that helmet is from Gimli from the Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell set, but you can also get the helmet that kind of looks similar to that from the original Lord of the Rings sets. And then that head is from Tina Goldstein from the Harry Potter / Fantastic Beasts CMF series. Then I got that hairpiece from Marion Ravenwood, but also comes on like one of the characters from the Eternals. So overall, I think this custom looks really great. I like the dual molded arms a lot. The accessories are pretty funny. I think the legs also work really great on her. Next up is Gambit, obviously played by Channing Tatum, and it was just so cool to finally see him play Gambit. Obviously, he was supposed to star in an actual Gambit movie, and that just eventually got canceled, and he just seems so passionate about playing the character, so it was just really cool to see him finally play him in live action. It was also just really cool to see like an accurate version of Gambit on screen. And honestly, it'd be really cool if he was able to play him in the MCU. But for him, I got the legs from Sinestro from the DC CMF series, that torso is from Magneto from X-Men 97, but flipped around. And then I put some brown arms with black hands on him, as well as a brown cape to kind of represent his jacket. And the head is from Captain America, and the hair is from Hawkeye from the Marvel CMF series too. And then I kind of give him this like sparkly, translucent purple piece that kind of represent his powers. And I gave him like his little staff here too, or like pole, which is also kind of like a staple of the character. So overall, I'm really happy how this custom turned out. By far the hardest one I had to make in the showcase. I just went through so many pieces. Like, LEGO really just needs to give us a Gambit minifigure at this point. But I'm really happy how this one turned out, especially for how complicated of a design Gambit has. And lastly here, but certainly not least, is Blade, obviously played by Wesley Snipes. And it was really cool to see him in this movie. I was definitely not expecting to see him, just mainly because of some of the things that went on between him and Ryan Reynolds back when the Blade movies were being made. So really cool to see him here, and I feel like it was kind of a necessary cameo for like this movie that's supposed to be like a celebration of the Fox universe, because he kind of like saved Marvel from bankruptcy, the Blade movie did. So it's just really cool to see him here. But for him, I got the legs from Crosshair from the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. That torso and head are from the official Blade minifigure. Those arms are from General Zod from the Lego Batman movie CMF Series 2. And I gave him some black hands to represent his gloves. And then that hairpiece is from Captain America Falcon from the Marvel CMF Series 1. And then I got that sword just from the official Blade minifigure as well. And overall, really cool cameo here, and I'm really happy how this custom turned. And for a little bonus custom here, not technically part of the showcase, I made this like shirtless version of Wolverine towards the end of the movie, obviously. And for this, I got the legs from the 2012 Wolverine minifigure. That torso is from the swimsuit Batman figure. Then I got the head and helmet from the Wolverine minifigure that came in the mech. And obviously just gave him the Wolverine claws. And overall, just kind of a funny little bonus custom I wanted to throw in this video. But that's going to do it for my Deadpool and Wolverine custom Lego minifigure showcase. Overall, this movie was absolutely incredible. I loved it from start to finish. There were so many surprises and so many characters that I even make here, like Happy in the beginning of the movie. And obviously the whole Deadpool corpse, which I want to make a separate video on, but I really can't make that video without like titling the video how to build the Deadpool corpse, and obviously that's a spoiler for people that haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm gonna wait to make that video until more people have seen the movie. But for now, I love the showcase, love the minifigures I made, and I love this movie. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this movie. I personally thought it was the best Deadpool movie and probably the best Marvel movie since Spider-Man No Way Home. But again, let me know what you thought of the movie, as well as what custom here is your favorite. And thank you so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it, and hope you enjoyed this video, and have an incredible day. Bye.